Fernando, I want to ask you about, there was a report from the Pew Research Institute a few months ago that basically talked about what it called the graying and the browning of America. And it made the point that the aging demographic on its own would be a massive change that creates a lot of tension around all kinds of issues. And the demographic change, the change in the average skin hue, would on its own be a massive change that caused a lot of problems. And America right now is going through both at the same time. And that a lot of the tension, a lot of the division, actually it attributed to that. Can you talk about how you see those forces contributing to the paralysis?
Well, I think clinically you have to look at those two forces actually, one being the solution of the other, which is as people age and drop out of the workforce, as is happening increasingly across America, younger people who tend to be, as you said, as Pew said, tend to be browner, are the ones who are going to be paying the taxes in order to maintain the systems that all Americans depend on, certainly when they retire. In terms of the tension, I'm a very firm believer that this is a country where people really do want to get along, but it's also a country where we have more than enough politicians willing to divide us through fear. It is much easier to motivate people with fear than it is to try to inspire them. And so if you say this group of people are going to, I don't know, start selling tacos in the corner, you know, the world will end, and you must defend this because this is America. And of course, this has been happening since Benjamin Franklin complained about the Germans in Pennsylvania being dirty and dark and wanting to speak their own language and so forth. So it's a...
And their tacos were terrible.
Oh my God. They looked a lot like sausages, in fact. Yeah. So I believe that this is an issue that it always peaks at certain times. So, you know, pick your ethnic group. No Irish need apply. You know, the Chinese exclusionary laws, Jews, Polish people, Germans, whatever it is. So it happens all the time. The question is how, in this context, political context, as the Secretary said, where there's a tremendous amount of division, can we overcome the force of the politicians who are seeking to use these realities, these empirical realities, and be able to reunify the people behind a common concept?
Yeah.